Good evening, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for having me here in a particularly important virtual conference on my homeland, Jammu and Kashmir. Although other respected speakers have highlighted all the important aspects of Jammu and Kashmir dispute, but today I will limit myself to speak about the women suffering in Jammu and Kashmir. Respected ladies and gentlemen, the women of Jammu and Kashmir are one of the worst victims of Kashmir conflict. They did not only suffer as rape victims, but by the Indian occupational forces, but also partially or completely blinded with pellets fired by the shameless and brute Indian occupational forces. The women of Kashmir also suffer as half widows who are completely unaware whether their husbands are dead or alive. They suffer as mothers, wives, daughters in the conflict under the tremendous stress day in and day out, looking for their disappeared ones from last 32 years particularly. The story of tragedies in Kashmir is full of women suffering from Kunan Poshpora, which is in my neighboring village of mine, where women of entire two villages were raped by the Indian Rashtriya Rifle Forces in 1990. The 2 decades, there have been incidents of rape and sexual violence committed by the Indian occupational forces against Kashmiri women, such as Handwara 2016, Shopian 2019, Handwara 2004, Bhiyota 2001, Vasowa 1997, Kangan 1994, Haran 1992, Chak Sadpura 1992, Kuran Poshpura 1991, and Chandpura and Pazipura 1990, and so on. Indian security forces use sexual assault as rapes as tool to suppress the people of Jammu and Kashmir. Another big issue is mental health. The Kashmir is full of half widows and half orphans. Thousands of men are forced disappeared. Jails are full of innocent Kashmiris, men who are the main source of economy for a family. And the disappearances of men, all the economic burden was thrown on the shoulders of women. The women suffered from depression, anxiety, and post-traumatic stress disorders, and are unable to take care of their children fully and unable to fulfill the familiar duties. Suicide ratio has been increased since August 5th, 2019, when the Article 370 was abrogated by the Indian government. And they imposed lockdown in the whole valley. Government of India suspended internet, shut down businesses, school, colleges, and universities, tourism and trades, which affected the educational and our economy very badly. Today, when the entire world is fighting against COVID, the Indian government is changing the demography of Kashmir by settling non-Kashmiris in the valley, through which they are trying to change the Kashmiri Muslim majority into a minority, which may lead the communal violence in future. That's our fear. And as my brother Zafar mentioned, that when we are vocal, when we are highlighting our issues through social media, because that's the only source we have to highlight our sufferings, they silence our voices. Today, I got an email from Facebook. I have already got 4 FIRs by the Indian armed forces, but they have suspended my account and pages in Kashmir. This is me who's living in Germany and highlighting issue, and I'm not feeling safe here because they are threatening me. And imagine the people who are living on ground, like one of our photojournalists, Masrat Zahra. She just took a picture and posted on Facebook, and she is facing FIRs, and she was taken taken by the police. So our voices are being silent by the occupational forces, and we need the support from the world, from the international community to raise our voice and to support our cause, because this is a basic human rights matter. Our lives matters too. Thank you so much.